It's the 20th EY Entrepreneur of the Year Awards, the annual celebration of the endeavour, ambition and perseverance of Ireland's business heroes. From across the island they gather to honour the finest achievements in the arena.
Running your own business, being part of an entrepreneurial organisation is really, really tough. Lots of down days, but today's one of the up days.
I'll be the biggest cheer in the audience whenever I hear the name of the new winners. So looking forward to that, really excited.
To the rest of the world, entrepreneurs are all lunatics. But you see here, we're all sane and everybody else is crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts for the evening, Mark Little and Aoibhinn Garrahy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're very welcome to the 20th celebration of the EY Entrepreneur of the Year Awards.
It's hard to predict how the political hurricanes across the Irish Sea, across the Atlantic and along our borders will affect us in the long term, but one thing is certain, it won't make things any less challenging. And that's why we need moments like this, nights like this, to celebrate and promote the spirit of the entrepreneur.
It's also worth remembering that these awards are an all-island celebration, so there are no hard borders tonight, just hard decisions for the judging panel. There are 24 nominees competing in 3 categories: emerging, industry and international. And one of those 3 category winners shall be the overall EY Entrepreneur of the Year by the end of the night.
Now, this event has been driven and supported by 2 decades of support from EY, and we're delighted that Mcgarry, their managing partner for Ireland, is here to present that final overall award. And we're equally grateful for the presence of our special guest tonight, Taoiseach and Minister for Business, Enterprise and Innovation, Frances Fitzgerald.
And of course, tonight is not all about business. We'll also present the annual award for outstanding contribution to Irish society. Because as the great philosopher Dolly Parton said, don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Wise words.
But first, the dreamers, the trailblazers, the ones drawing their own maps and imagining new destinations. Tonight's emerging category is a world that I'm very aware of, a world of startups, never stopping, crazy dreams, crazier hours, where your only limits are your imagination and sometimes the size of your coffee budget. Now let's have a look at the first 4 of our 8 emerging nominees.
Niall Mcgarry's Maximum Media is a stable of websites and content creators with its finger on the pulse and a social media following of more than 10 million in the UK alone.
I probably would say I'm unemployed, but I feel like I could be a huge asset to a company. So if anyone's out there in a few years, I feel like I'd be a huge asset, but I do believe that you have to have one sole decision maker. Lots of people make decisions in every aspect of my business every day, but if there's a big decision to be made, then I need to get to me.
Delivering fashionable food for contemporary tastes from Iceland to Bahrain is Sam Denigan's strong roots. His products like sweet potato fries and avocado halves have even boosted the frozen food sector in Ireland.
Food and the business for me is a lot about expressing myself and letting other people in the team express themselves through what they're passionate about. It's about being engaged and passionate about something that you do on a day-to-day basis, because you do it for a third of your life. Why would you come and do something for a third of your life if you didn't enjoy it? So it's about that.
Teeling Whisky has won well over 100 international awards in a little less than 2 years. Jack's business pedigree, first at Cooley and now at his own distillery, shows he truly understands the spirit of an entrepreneur.
In reality, anyone that can spot an opportunity, be able to deal with the uncertainties, but the main thing is to be like a magnet to bring the resources in, either the human, financial, whatever is required. That, for me, is the difference between, I suppose, the textbook definition and what the reality is for an entrepreneur.
Niamh Sherwin-Barry and Aoife Lawler have sold 500,000 fairy doors, rehoming fairies in 150 countries on their way to being selected this year.
It was just an amazing experience. It's like the Rose of Tralee from businesses. I keep saying that. It's like the Rose of Tralee, it was amazing.
I'm very competitive. I'm not going to lie, I am.
He wants to win.
No, I don't. That's the thing. I think we've won already. I really do.
So this is the Rose of Tralee for businesses. I can see our EY host down there thinking, jeepers, that's not a bad idea. So Mark, how about I'll do my Beyonce party piece and you be Dahi?
Never going to happen. Moving swiftly along. Here are the next 4 emerging roses.
Limerick brothers Jack and Declan O'Connor are the power behind BHSL. Their patented combustion technology turns poultry litter or municipal waste into on-site energy.
We'd never go into any game unless you wanted to come out a winner out of it, and we're in this to win it, and the best to look to everybody else involved if we'll be doing our best to get there.
It is a phenomenal thing to be recognised, almost for me, for going through the hard yards and never giving up.
When Ciara Donlan couldn't source suitable post-operative bras for her lingerie shop customers, she set up Thea Healthcare to make them. Success has been swift and hugely rewarding. But does Ciara have specific personality traits that have contributed to the company's triumph?
Yeah, but they're not necessarily traits that other people think are great. I'm very impatient, but I think that has helped me with Thea because it helped me open doors faster because I wouldn't wait that long for an answer. I've always been a risk taker, and I think that's part and parcel of being an entrepreneur. You have to have that element of wanting to jump out of a plane.
Fueling Dahi O'Connor's zest for life and business is his health supplement product Revive Active, which has dedicated fans across the globe.
I suppose we feel that we're winners already because we were finalists, but everybody would like to win, so yes.
Ian McKenna's light bulb moment came in the form of energy savings. E-Light replaced old light fittings with newer, more efficient ones, saving energy and money.
I had never been nominated for anything before in my life. To be perfectly honest, when the people from EY came out to meet me, I realised it was the first interview I'd had in my life. Do I want to win? See, I could say yeah, but I met the people in it. So I might be holding the book myself on the top 3.
So I hear that Ian is running a book and the winner somewhere here in the room tonight. So if you want to get to his table, you got to place a bet in the next 10 seconds, because here to announce the winner in the emerging category is Jeremy Fitch from Invest Northern Ireland and Joe Healy of Enterprise Ireland.
It's both our jobs to encourage and develop new talent across the island of Ireland. And it is immensely satisfying to see such a broad range of skills and sectors among the 8 nominees.
But there can only be one winner tonight, and the 2017 EY Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year is Jack Teeling, Teeling Whiskey.
Wow, what can I say? It's a great honour just to be nominated, to actually win it. I don't know, I'm lost for words. It was 15 years ago, I was sitting in seats just like you were when my father was nominated. Little did I imagine 15 years later I'd go full circle and be up here myself. I have to say thank you to the whole of Team Teeling, and particularly my brother Stephen, Alex and Lorraine are here, but also the other 80 members of Team Teeling, which are all around the world, and particularly the Whiskey Warriors who are at the coalface, who are helping us drive the evolution of the Irish whiskey category. Without them, we're nothing. And I suppose lastly but not least, I just want a special thanks to my other half, Catherine. Without her support, and particularly with our young family, I wouldn't be where I am. So thank you very much.
Now, 20 years ago, when these awards first started, many of you bright young things in the audience probably wouldn't have been allowed to stay out this late.
So to mark this 20th anniversary of the Entrepreneur of the Year Awards, we decided to find out what the next generation of visionaries and sharp minds think, their hopes and their fears for the future.
It's the vision and inspiration of a select few that shapes our world and guarantees that their names will be etched in history. And it's the next generation who will imagine the world to come, shaping it with their hopes and dreams. What future do they imagine for us 2 decades from now?
I hope that there will be flying cars, and I hope that we'll be able to invent new jobs, new hobbies and much more.
I think in the future we'll have robots in our houses that will help us with our chores.
Maybe leg transplants for dogs or animals.
I hope that we find a cure for cancer for stage 3 and hopefully war ends.
I think the cars won't have fuel or diesel. They'll be all electric if they're not flying.
There's going to be some animals that are extinct. I don't really want that to happen though.
Like everything will be like better and more sparkly. An entrepreneur is somebody who starts a business, or like a farmer or somebody who invents new ideas.
I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure they're very good people. I don't think I'd like to be an entrepreneur because it'd be a bit too hard.
I'd like to run my own business.
What kind of business?
A dancing business.
So as we embark on the next 20 years of entrepreneurial endeavour, the future is yet to be created, but is well on its way to being imagined.
Welcome back. Our next award of the night is in the industry category.
If you Google the term industry, the first definition is economic activity concerned with processing of raw materials and manufacture of goods in factories. The second definition is just 2 words: hard work. Let's meet the first 4 hard-working nominees.
Born in the Northwest, this summer Cara Pharmacy ventured into Dublin and Cork with a major acquisition. With husband Canis, Ramona Nicholas leads a 250-strong workforce with a turnover of €40 million. It's no accident that she found herself here.
I'm a bit of a dreamer, and those dreams and those goals and those aspirations I've all written down. And I do that every couple of years, and I carry those with me every single day. For me, determination, being driven, being ambitious and wanting to be independent was so important.
Novasco has its head in the cloud, where the company provides managed IT solutions for large public and private sector clients. After 20 years of successes, turnovers in excess of £30 million, Patrick McAliskey has mastered the route to business success.
Make it your own. Put your indent on the business. Don't be afraid. Let your personality go throughout the company in terms of where in the business can I add the things that I hold dearly so that it makes the company better.
In a highly competitive business, GoBus.ie has many rivals but few equals. Linking the West with the capital 19 times a day, GoBus is the second successful transport company launch for Currafin's Jim Burke.
I'd be delighted to win. I'm in with a chance, I'm sure, but there's a lot of good people and a lot of good businesses there, and I'd wish them all well. But yeah, I'd be delighted to win, yeah.
Founded in 1951, Gary and Andrew Irwin are the 3rd generation to lead bed and bath linen design company Bedeck. Designing and supplying 14 brands of linen, Bedeck debuted their collaboration with DKNY this year.
Sometimes I wonder, is an entrepreneur somebody with that great vision or just somebody who's very stubborn and determined to stick at it?
It'd be nice if it was easier. It would be nice not to have to roll the punches, but you don't get everything going your way all the time, and having the people around you to make you realise that at times as well, because at the end of the day it is only duvet covers and towels.
Entrepreneurs like you guys don't always have to have the great vision. Sometimes they just need to be stubborn. True? Well, let's see our next 4 stubborn and tenacious visionaries, our next 4 industry nominees.
The apple of Patrick McCann's eye is Simply Fruit, which grew from the orchards of Armagh into the largest fruit processing company in Ireland, employing 100 and producing 30 million snack packs a year.
Always wanted to be in business, always wanted to have a business. To be an entrepreneur, that sounded far too grand, so it wasn't something I ever considered. Success won't come and tap you on the shoulder, that's one thing for sure. You've got to make it happen.
From Kilrush Marina to Dublin Port, Louis Keating's County Clare civil engineering firm has been laying the foundations of the future for 40 years. Employing 100 and with €60 million in turnover, what has been the secret of his success?
I stay cool, and then I just put my head down and I steer it in a certain direction. I regard myself as a survivor. I've survived, and to me, that is winning.
Trevor Annan's award-winning company employs 2,000. The Mount Charles Group is Ireland's largest indigenous provider of catering, security and facilities management services, with a turnover of £35 million.
I would like to think that people would look up to me and say, yeah, that guy from East Belfast, he has done something, he started off from nothing. So yes, I'm proud of where we are, and if people are talking about Trevor Annan, I would hope that they do not have a bad word to say about me.
CLS is the largest privately owned contract laboratory in Ireland. Founded in Galway as a way of staying put in the place she loved, Evelyn O'Toole has grown a company, employing 140 with a turnover of €10 million.
Entrepreneurs are an interesting group of people. They love to share, they're very open, they're very helpful, and they're very good company. And it's quite unusual. Entrepreneurs love other entrepreneurs. They love being in each other's company.
So apparently entrepreneurs are very good company. Well, everybody seems to be getting on just fine tonight. Let's see if they're still on speaking terms once we announce the winner of the Industry Award. To do that, please welcome Bobby Kerr, Chairman of Insomnia and presenter of Down to Business on News Talk, Anna Daly from TV3, and Dominic Coyle of the Irish Times.
Now, I talk with a lot of great startups in my radio job, and I have to say there's a really fine group of nominees here this evening. Now, if anybody wants coffee for those late nights, I can sort it out.
I think these guys are wide awake, Bobby. They want to know who won.
So the 2017 EY Industry Entrepreneur of the Year is Evelyn O'Toole, CLS.
Well, first of all, thanks to the judges for giving me this huge privilege. I'd like to share this with my team here from CLS. I'd like to say thanks to Udras for backing me when I arrived with a very big dream and a very small budget and no plan, because this was set up very quickly in the reaction to being made redundant. Just finally, Níl Chintan, or the Hintan Fain. Goramila Mahagat.
Well, the EY Entrepreneur of the Year is not just a single night of awards, and it's an intensive programme that continues throughout the year, connecting each new class of nominees with those who've gone before them. And at this stage, there are almost 500 alumni, all happy to share their knowledge and their experience.
There are 24 different nominees here tonight, and however well they've done to get this far, the Entrepreneur of the Year programme wants them to go even further, which is why, earlier in the year, the nominees flew 8,000 kilometres that way, to San Francisco and the annual CEO retreat. Let's see how they got on.
Tech Mecca and Innovation Hub Silicon Valley, California hosted the finalists and alumni this year for the week-long business bootcamp that is the CEO Retreat.
When we realised that part of the magic in the programme was the network that was actually created with the alumni, previous year's finalists, we started about 12 years ago a CEO retreat to take people away for a week and really try and expose them to a mixture of executive education, opportunities to network with each other, and a trade environment to go and see other businesses. That really has, accelerated to the extent we take about 100 entrepreneurs, the 24 finalists, plus the alumni, away every year for a week.
A highlight of the awards experience every year is the executive education. This year, the entrepreneurs were exposed to the best insights available on the West Coast, from Stanford to Singularity, as well as the lived experience of their fellow travellers.
When you start a business, it's all new, and so you have to have a community of people that you can draw upon that can help lead you through this. And I think the nature of entrepreneurship is, it's a very giving thing.
The finalists are a diverse group from a cross-section of the business community. What they have in common now and forevermore is that they are also EOY alumni.
I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying the whole experience. I've learned so much, and the people that are around you are so knowledgeable and they're so willing to share what they've been through and their experiences, and it's very motivational.
The range of speakers has been fantastic. Some of the insights, some of the things that people have said. There's been a huge amount of note-taking and photos taken, a lot of videos taken. It's very, very well structured, very well organised, and this alumni now that you're in this club that just can carry on for ever and ever, so it's great.
And you're very welcome back. Now this year, perhaps more than ever, Irish businesses face new and greater global challenges, which is why our next category, the International Award, is so important. The 8 nominees have already proven they can succeed in the face of foreign adversity. Let's meet the first 4.
In 6 short years, Mark Barrett has brought APC from an idea to a leading biotech R&D company, which turns pharmaceutical discoveries into new medicines that can improve the quality of life for millions.
I think to be an entrepreneur, you have to be fascinated by creation, because that's what defines tomorrow. Not things that you partake in that existed yesterday. It's creating the opportunity for your business tomorrow. That's the lifeblood of an entrepreneur.
Harry Hughes is the 3rd generation at the helm of safety and protective clothing company Port West, a €150 million landmark company on the Mayo landscape.
A lot of our success has been hard work, taking a few risks, persistence with it, and luck along the way. There's been lots of things that we didn't create, such as the euro or globalisation, the EU, but you have to use these opportunities when they come, but you still need to work at it.
From capital markets to public and private sector clients, Brendan Monaghan's 360-strong team at Nuada creates seamless software products for some of the world's biggest and most demanding industries.
I'm a business person, I'm a salesperson, I'm the CEO of a company. I've never ever looked at myself and gone, well, I want to be an entrepreneur. I've looked at myself and gone, yeah, I want to work for myself, I want to build a company, I want to own a company. But the term entrepreneur is one that I wouldn't use. And I'm a bit flattered being involved with the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year.
Roisin Callahan and Jane Gallagher are never short of a party to go to. Cogs & Marvel is a creative agency for corporate events with a turnover of €23 million. From Dublin to San Fran, leading tech companies are benefiting from the passion of this partnership.
We're very organised because you have to be in this business. The joke is I love a spreadsheet,
We're both driven.
Yeah.
We're both hard-working.
We love the business.
And we like what we do.
We both have had children and we've worked through them. Roisin sending emails whilst in labour. She does love it.
So Roisin was sending emails when she was in labour. Let's check in with our remaining expectant international nominees.
Alan Foy wants his clients to talk until they're blue in the face on landline or mobile provided over the cloud by his company. While they're relative newcomers on the telecom scene, they're tackling the US while they target the #1 spot in the market.
Being nominated was great. It is nice to be respected by your peers or acknowledged by your peers. The ecosystem that is the entrepreneurial world, it's a lonely place, and you know, the EY finalists are almost like a support group for entrepreneurs to a certain extent. So.
Getting people from down here to up there for almost 40 years is family empire height for hire, and business is booming for brother and sister team Francis and Fergus McCardle.
Ireland is full of small family businesses, and the whole of the business sector is reliant on these small family businesses.
We're up early and we're there late. You know, you see our trucks in the morning when you're getting that stupid o'clock flight out of somewhere. You know, it's our people you see, and it's nice to be recognised for that.
Outsourced IT management company Nostra survived the teeth of the recession to thrive and are about to hit turnover targets of €25 million, 2 years ahead of schedule. A happy outcome for hardened serial entrepreneur Kevin O'Loughlin.
If I decide I'm going to do something, typically I'm happy to fail as many times as it takes until I'll get it right, and I'll keep going. And I suppose I never give up, and that's probably the most important trait that I've had to get to where we are.
Building on the County Tyrone tradition of engineering innovation, Dara Cullen's Edge Innovate design, manufacture and ship materials handling equipment all around the world.
I don't think there's too many businesses out there that every time they do something it turns to gold. To me it's about persistence, and if you work hard enough, success will come. I'd love to win this one, but I don't know how to answer that question, to tell you the truth. I'm not answering that question.
Okay, so Darren doesn't want to answer the question, but here are two people who do know the answer. To present the International Award, will you please welcome the chair of this year's judging panel, Anne Herity, and the very first winner of this award back in 1998, Dennis O'Brien.
I was an award winner here in 2006, and I have no doubt how important it is that we keep celebrating and nurturing talent like the nominees here tonight.
So I'm very happy to announce the winner of the 2017 International Entrepreneur of the Year. Harry Hughes, Port West.
Wow. A big thank you to many people, to our customers for supporting us. A special thank you to our staff worldwide. This is for you. Thank you. Thank you to Emer, Kevin and Sean and all the fantastic team at EY. We had a great week out in the USA. Special thank you to my two brothers and my partners and friends, Cathal and Owen, to my wife Deirdre and our 5 children. I hope this makes up for all the time I was away. Lastly, to all the finalists, thank you for your friendship, and I wish you all much success in the future. Thank you very much.
Now, the theme of this 20th anniversary awards year is leading through change, because with dramatic events like Brexit on the horizon, we must learn to do more than simply live with change. We need to turn it to our advantage. So tonight, we're happy to have a crucial member of the team tasked with steering the country and the economy through the oncoming storms. Would you please welcome An Tánaiste and Minister for Business, Enterprise and Innovation, Francis Fitzgerald.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's a great night, not just because it's an awards night, but because here are awards for entrepreneurs. the people who, in a very real sense, are creating tomorrow's economy. It is a credit to EY, but also to the business people of Ireland, that this competition has flourished since it started back in 1997. Google didn't exist in 1997. The internet was only getting going. Ireland embraced that change, and we must do it again if we are to deal with Brexit, proposed tax reforms in the US and the EU, and major disruptive forces such as artificial intelligence. For our part, the government must ensure that the right conditions exist in Ireland for entrepreneurs to flourish. By year end, I will be publishing a review of our national statement on entrepreneurship, reflecting the best thinking of entrepreneurs in the field. I know that nothing frustrates businesses more than needless red tape. So we are developing a new SME test, the Think Small First principle, which will ask legislators to ask if regulations will adversely affect SMEs and seek simplifications where possible. In Budget 2018, we are building a more supportive tax environment for entrepreneurs, introducing new initiatives such as KEEP, a new SME share-based remuneration incentive to help companies to scale, internationalise, and indeed to keep talent. And later this year, a new national planning framework up to 2040, backed by an ambitious 10-year capital investment programme, will help each region in Ireland to reach its enterprise potential. Exactly 30% of this evening's finalists are women. That's the minimum, the critical mass needed to encourage more female leaders. So to all the women here tonight, I say, go for it and encourage other women to do the same. Finish by wishing all of the finalists here tonight the very best for the future. Well done, everyone, and thank you.
Thank you, Taoiseach. After the break, it's time for the big one, the main award of the night, the overall EY Entrepreneur of the Year.
Join us then.
Welcome back to the 2017 EY Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. Now, we've reached the point in the evening where we step back from the business of business to acknowledge those who enrich our lives and our society in a broader sense.
Now, in the past, the annual special award has gone to people like Anna May McHugh, Father Peter Mcgarry, and last year to Dr. Susan McKenna Lawler. In so many different ways, all the previous award winners have done this island proud. To learn more about this year's recipients, I'd like to welcome to the stage EY's Kevin McLaughlin.
An entrepreneur's approach to change can make a profound difference in any aspect of life. Their imagination, bravery, and determination, combined with real vision and purpose, can bring innovation and positive change throughout society. Tonight, we recognise the incredible contribution that Food Cloud provides to society across Ireland and the UK. Their journey began like any other entrepreneurs in this room. They identified a problem and sought a way to find a solution. And 5 years on, they've diverted 18 million meals from the landfill to people's plates by connecting businesses that have too much food with charities working in communities that have too little.
Food Cloud is a social enterprise that connects businesses that have too much food to charities that can use it.
On one hand, you had all of this perfectly good food going to waste, and then on the other hand, we knew that there were charities struggling to support their local communities.
What started as an idea with 2 people has now become a movement. That gives us huge confidence as to what we can achieve into the future.
Globally, almost 30% of food produced is wasted. That's a land area equivalent to 900 times Ireland. Food Cloud's charitable work helps avoid a shocking waste.
You know, you're looking at misshapen, maybe some mechanical damage that might happen, or also some sort of blemishes, and they taste absolutely delicious. There's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly healthy. What you guys do is fantastic for us. You're the ones that get it to those people that need it most.
From working with one store in inner city Dublin in 2013, we're now working with over 2,500 retail stores across the UK and Ireland. We have 3 warehouses in Dublin, Galway and Cork, and we're redistributing on average over 1 million meals a month to a network of 6,000 charities.
Producers can donate larger quantities which Food Cloud store, while charities draw it down as needed. Or Food Cloud's unique software links retailers and charities directly. Either way, surplus food is an invaluable resource.
All of the charities we work with, food actually just enhances their services. And what we found is that by providing them with this food, it actually acts as an additional resource. So if they save money on their food bills, they can use that then to invest in their other services, services that are essential to ensuring that we have strong communities.
It's not waste food, no. It's surplus food. It's food that people have too much of and they don't want it to go to waste and they want it to go to good use. So they'll send it to us and we will utilise it the best way we can. Like this, for instance, this chocolate cake. This got donated last night, so we'll send this out as a dessert to our Meals on Wheels today.
It's really about communities, the business community and the charity sector working together in a really practical way to make our communities better, and that trickles down to making our whole society better.
I came to live in this place coming into 2000, and since then I've been coming here for the meals. 17 years. Never had a meal I didn't enjoy. And that's the truth.
We're seeing so many organisations and people really benefiting from this new supply of food, so I think can't imagine that we would have been able to walk away from it at any stage, even when things do get difficult.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to announce that this year's special award is presented to the founders of Food Cloud, Iseult Ward and Evan O'Brien.
We are, without a doubt, especially after that, thank you very much, incredibly humbled and honoured to be here this evening. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our amazing teams, our voluntary board, the food industry partners and the charities that have worked with us, especially those who bought into us from day one when many thought what we wanted to achieve was maybe not so possible. And to all of those who have supported our journey to date, who have believed in our vision for a world where no good food should go to waste.
Well, we're really, really proud of what we've achieved to date, and with the support of many, many people in this room, we do have a long way to go to realise our vision. And this award, we have no doubt, will help us to serve as a platform for us to build on our success, and for that we truly thank EY and all of you.
Heartfelt congratulations, ladies. Such a simple idea that has been life-changing for so many people. It makes you proud to be Irish.
Yeah, and a big shout out to all the social entrepreneurs and communities right across this nation. Much love to you tonight. Thank you. Now we've reached the main event, the moment everyone in the room has been waiting for, just who is the overall 2017 EY Entrepreneur of the Year.
We've already seen that there is an entire squad of world-class players in the room tonight, pushing physical, creative and virtual boundaries, taking real risks and earning real results with the teams that they've built around them.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to announce the overall winner of the EY Entrepreneur of the Year Award 2017, please welcome to the stage the Managing Partner of EY in Ireland, Mike Mcgarry.
Taoiseach, members of government, finalists, ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to host you here at the EY Entrepreneur of the Year Awards, where tonight we celebrate 20 years of the programme across the island of Ireland. When JFK visited Ireland in 1963, he lauded our ability to modernise our economy, marking a journey that began in the 1950s. He went on to say something that encapsulated the importance of entrepreneurship in building a better world. He said, "It is that quality of the Irish, that remarkable combination of hope, confidence and imagination that is needed more than ever today. The problems of the world cannot possibly be solved by sceptics or cynics, whose horizons are limited by the obvious realities." His words have stood the test of time. Today, we need men and women who can dream of things that never were and ask, why not? Our world today is a different place. And for the first time in human history, more people die from old age than acute disease. More people die through obesity than famine. And more people die by suicide than from international conflict. This presents new challenges for society. And as our programme recognises, Irish entrepreneurs are vital to finding innovative solutions. They bring JFK's hope, confidence and imagination to bear on human issues such as caring for an ageing population, providing opportunity to those in poverty, and being the social conscience for the next generation of business leaders. But we must do more, north and south, to support these entrepreneurs. We must promote entrepreneurship in schools and colleges, encourage business startups in every community, and provide fiscal incentives on employment and investment. We at EY and members of our EOY alumni will continue to engage with government to create a more favourable ecosystem across the island. And we are hopeful that government will set ambitious targets to ensure we are seen as world leaders in supporting our entrepreneurs. And finally, what you've all been waiting for. 3 of the entrepreneurs remain in the running for the overall award. Let's remind ourselves of who they are.
You know, I want this brand to be around for generations to come. To get in the game, you have to have a world-class liquid. To win in the game, you have to have a world-class brand.
At the beginning of the competition, I actually wanted to win when I became a finalist. And then as I went and I met other finalists, then I was actually picking others I'd like to win.
We have a passion in the place in which we live. We take a pride in our achievements, and we have no fear of hard work. Well, it would be nice to win.
I'm sure you will agree they're all deserving winners, but only one can take the overall award. The 20th EY Entrepreneur of the Year winner is Harry Hughes, Portrait.
Congratulations, come here to me. Just, you've heard the warm from the audience. What do you have to say to the audience this evening?
Up Mayo. This is a great achievement. And any prize we win for Mayo, we take great pride in our county. And I'm delighted for companies in the west of Ireland. We are at a slight disadvantage over there. But this is a real representation of what family companies can do. And I'm delighted that it's in Connacht tonight.
I'm just thinking, the West Awake. I'm just thinking, if you saw the programme about Harry and your granduncle Charles, 1904, in that little shop, if he was looking down at you tonight thinking, you know, this is business that was basically launched in my name, which is on the way to becoming potentially $1 billion business, what do you think he'd be saying?
Well, I think he would be very surprised. Charles Hughes was a man who really thought about the nation. He was a great citizen. After 12 years in business, himself and his 5 staff were all arrested in 1916, imprisoned. That marked that man for the rest of his life. And he wanted to see a free Ireland and a great Ireland. And I'm delighted to be here to employ lots of people in Ireland, and all the 24 finalists are all doing a wonderful job, and that's what we should be doing.
Fantastic words. Congratulations again to Harry Hughes, the 2017 Entrepreneur of the Year. Well, that brings the 20th anniversary of the awards to a wonderful close, and it only remains for me to say thank you to every one of the nominees. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're inspired, and thank you, Aoibhinn.
Good night.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's a shock, but I'm very proud and very honoured to have the privilege of accepting this for everyone in the company, but also for our industry as well.
Absolutely delighted. I suppose I'm so proud because I represent a lot of people that I'd like to come forward in terms of recognition. So it's absolutely fabulous.
I feel humbled here tonight. This is a great win for our family. And every one of them in there tonight are so proud. So I'm delighted to be here, and thank you very much.